So today what we're doing is going through the Amalgam capture pack for the MesaBoogie MkII. So this is actually one that I bought in a set of 3 with the EVH 5153 and the Solano. And this is kind of the third and last of the bunch. So we take a look here at the capture pack. So this is an essential pack. So there's about 15 or so of these captures. You can see in typical Amalgam format, they've got it all laid out in terms of what each capture is. And they've got them named really well in terms of the gain levels and the EQ and whatnot. We've got a good amount of gain options all the way from clean through leads. We've got a bunch of different EQ settings. We've got 3 cabs in use in this capture pack. The first 2 are 4x12s with Celestion V30s in them. You can see the difference is just what mics are using. The first one, they're using a 121 with an SM57, and the second one, they're using a 121 with a 160. And then the third cab, I believe, is the cabinet that comes with the combo amp, which is a 1x12 EB. So we keep that in mind as we go through checking out the different captures. It'll label what cab it's using. And so if we switch over to the preset I'm using for this, if you've seen my other Amalgam videos, this will be pretty familiar to you. So typically what I do is I set up 4 scenes, one that's a clean tone, one that's an edge of breakup, one that's a rhythm tone, kind of a crunch, and then one that's a lead tone. And I try to pick my favorite capture for each of those tones. So you can see here the 4 different captures go with these different scenes. You can see it switch amongst the captures as I switch scenes. After that, I do have a low-high cut running. I'm tweaking these a little bit different based on each capture. As usual, with these captures that have cabs included, you've got to tweak the low-high cut a little bit to get kind of some of the boominess in the bass. And then on the back end, we've got a little bit of ambient. So a little bit of a tape delay and a little bit of a reverb. So not too much. So we go to the clean tone. Right now I'm using the clean warm cap 3. So again, this is using the 1x12. And this is what it sounds like, just so you can hear the ambience. So you can hear not a lot of ambience here. We don't want to drown out the sound of the captures. So let's go through the different captures and get to know them a little bit. So for the clean ones, you can see I landed on the warm cap 3. And if we just do a search here, we can see we've got our different clean tones. So here's, by the way, I'm using my PRS SE pulse guitar. Right now I'm on the neck pickup and I've got the pickup in single coil mode. So here's the clean warm 3. You can hear it's got some grit to it, even on the single coil. So we look at the 4 different clean ones. There's a balance with cab 3 and there's a fat with cab 3. Again, that's the 1x12. And there's one fat that's using the 4x12. So if we check out the ones that are using the 1x12, so here's the warm, here's balanced. So to me, the balance, just a little bit too much treble to it. We check out the fat on cab 3. So I think the warm is a good kind of mix, because I think when we use the fat, it's getting a little too muddy for my taste, especially for a clean tone. Let's check out the fat that's using the 4x12. So you can definitely tell the difference between the 4x12 cabinet. There's a lot more kind of depth to it, but I think again it's losing some of the clarity, especially for a clean tone. So for me, I'm still sticking with the warm cab 3. So we switched over to the edge of breakup. For this one, I landed on the edge balanced using cab 2. So this is one of the 4x12s. So it's a nice tone. Again, it's a little kind of muddy for my taste. But this is the best that I found. The only other edge of Breakup one is the warm MkII. So again, this is using the 1x12. No, I think I'm preferring the warm MkII. Let's try boosting that with the overdrive. So right now I'm just using the RC booster. You can see I've got the gain not super high, and bass and treble right now are it's kind of even, and then a little bit of volume push. So it takes the pedal pretty good. Let's go ahead and switch over to the rhythm. So for this one, I landed on the dimed balanced with the, again, with the 4x12. These captures to me have a lot of kind of muddiness to them, or lack of kind of clear definition. They're very fuzzy. But let's check out some of the other ones. So here's the crunch. See, to me, that's a little bit too much bite and treble from that 1x12. Here's a bright that's going into a 4x12. That's okay. And again, we're back to our dimed balance. I think I like that one better. So we'll stick with that one. And then for the lead, I'm using the gain warm with MkII. So this is with the 1x12. But right now, that's what I got. And obviously, right now, I'm on the bridge humbucker. Let's try the balanced with the 4x12. I like that one better. Here's the drive warm. And it's too thin. Let's try the bright. Change the balance with the 1x12. There's a balance with the 4x12. You know, like that one. So let's check out how this sounds boosting it with an RC booster. You can see here I'm rolling the treble back a little bit. So in general, I have to say, not my favorite capture pack. And I don't know if it's the captures so much as maybe I just don't like the amp very much. Now, Amalgam's usually pretty good with their capture packs. And so I'm going to say probably I just don't like the amp. I find some of these captures a little harsh, and the ones that aren't harsh kind of get muddy. You know, for me, I would go more with, you know, the Carr or the Benson or some of the others that are out there before I would pick this one. As always, I hope you found this helpful, and thanks for watching.